One of the realest human beings I've ever seen since the day I was born is gonna shock you. It's Harry.
If she a baby mama, she gon' do that baby mama.
Prince Harry. And let me tell you why I say this. A lot of people can't even fathom or imagine what that man was born into. One of the highest known families in the world. One of the highest. The royal family. United Kingdom. The Queen's grandson. The King's son. And why I say he's one of the realest human beings on the planet. Most people want to be rich. Most people want to make money. Most people are running down certain things. And I'm not saying that him can't live comfortable without his dad's support and stuff like that. But to step down from his royal duties is literally saying, I want to be a humble human being. I can live this facade and the paparazzi and the flashing lights. All of what a lot of people is craving today. A lot of people want to get to them kind of levels. The world sees them and respects them and glorifies them. And this man gave that up to love his wife, cherish his wife, be with his wife, live like a human being. Yes, he's still famous, but maybe there's certain beaches that he can attend with his wife and stuff. But when you're connected to the royal family, there's nothing much that you can do without, hundreds of security and this and all of that madness. So I'm not saying he's not protected to some degree. Yes, he still is, but he could have had more staying in and having that title in the royal family. And he gave that up just to get back down to earth to live and feel like a human being. And I'm happy the way I think, because I know a lot of people might not be able to fathom what I'm saying, I think deep. But it's for us to re-humble ourselves and realize what is happening in the world. 90% of everything that we know is not real. We work hard to get the diamond ring and the gold chain and the Rolex and the latest vehicle and the latest surround sound in your house or the latest TV, and we're under the latest clothes. Vanity has engulfed us human beings to the core.
Greetings, dear viewers. We appreciate your continued support. Today we embark on a journey into the life of a man who was once nestled in the heart of one of the world's most powerful and recognized families, Prince Harry. Born into the royal heritage, Harry was swaddled in immense prestige and wealth. He was constantly under the bright lights of public attention, a spectacle for the world to behold. Yet, in a move that shocked many, he chose to step away from it all. But why would someone abandon such a life of privilege? To unravel the mystery, we'll explore the reasons behind his departure from the royal family. His tale is one of love, family, and the pursuit of authenticity, a stark contrast to the vanity that often blinds society. So, hit that subscribe button and journey with us into this intriguing story of royal departure. Stay tuned as we delve into this captivating tale of a prince who chose to be simply human. Born into royalty, Prince Harry was destined for a life of unparalleled privilege and power. Born to the Queen's son, the young prince grew up with the world watching his every move, his name synonymous with the grandeur and tradition of the British monarchy. Yet in a move that shook the world, Prince Harry chose to walk away from it all. In the face of tradition, wealth, and a life of constant public attention, Prince Harry chose a different path, a path that many couldn't fathom, but one that speaks volumes about his character. He chose love over lineage, people over power, and family over fame. His departure from the royal family wasn't a decision made lightly. It was a bold declaration of his values and priorities. Harry, the man born as a prince, chose to live as a human being. He chose to put his wife's happiness before his royal duties, to shield his family from the relentless scrutiny of the public eye. He chose a life of simple joys, a quiet dinner, a walk in the park, the laughter of his children, a life that to you and me might seem ordinary, but for a prince is extraordinary. His decision emphasized his belief in authenticity and love, showing the world that status and privilege do not define a person, but their actions do. He taught us that real power lies not in titles and crowns, but in the strength of one's character and the love one has for their family. His actions echoed a timeless truth, that love, family, and authenticity are the most valuable treasures one can possess. This was a prince who could have had it all, yet he chose to give up his royal status for the woman he loves and the family they've built together. A decision that left the world stunned, the prince choosing an ordinary life. Prince Harry's departure from the royal family raised many eyebrows, but it also raised questions about his authenticity. A TikToker recently sparked a global conversation when he praised Prince Harry as one of the realest human beings alive. He painted a picture of Prince Harry's life that many of us can't even begin to comprehend. Born into the royal family, one of the most powerful and recognized families in the world, the Queen's grandson, the King's son. Yet, in spite of the wealth, prestige and attention that most people yearn for, Harry chose to step away. Harry didn't hold on to the royal titles, the flashing lights, or the relentless paparazzi. Instead, his focus shifted to something far more meaningful: love, family, and living like a human being. The TikToker emphasized that while Harry is still a public figure and protected to some degree, he could have had much more had he stayed within the royal fold. But Harry chose to prioritize his wife and build a life away from the royal facade. The TikToker's message resonated deeply. He pointed out how society today is blinded by vanity, chasing the glitter of gold chains, the allure of luxury cars, the appeal of designer clothes, and the desire for others' approval. But Harry, he argued, showed that real strength lies in humility, in choosing authenticity over status. This perspective struck a deep chord with many. The things we often glorify in this world aren't real, they are mere illusions. Harry's decision to give up everything for his peace, his wife, and his humanity makes him stand out as one of the most genuine figures of our time. Perhaps Prince Harry's decision to walk away from it all is a testament to his authenticity. As we reflect on Prince Harry's journey, one question remains. This inquiry isn't about his royal lineage or his public image, but rather his authenticity, his humanity. We've travelled through the narrative of a man born into the world's most recognised family, a man who was expected to live his life in a gilded cage. In this tale, we've seen a prince who chose not to be defined by his titles, who refused to be just another face on a royal portrait. He stepped away from the flashing lights, the paparazzi, the endless obligations of royal life. But why? Was it a rebellion, an act of defiance? No, it was something far more profound. Prince Harry chose love. He chose family. He chose to live a life that was real, not just a performance for the world to see. He chose to walk away from the spectacle, the pretense, the facade, and in doing so he showed us that real strength lies not in status or power, but in authenticity, in humility. Our society today is often blinded by vanity, by the lure of gold chains, luxury cars, designer clothes, and the constant need for approval. But here stands a man who had all that and more, yet chose to walk away. The TikToker's message resonated with many, striking a deep chord. Most of what we glorify in this world isn't real, but Harry's decision to give up everything for his peace, his wife, and his humanity makes him stand out as one of the most genuine figures of our time. So, is Prince Harry truly one of the realest human beings alive? We leave that for you to decide. Thank you for joining us today, and remember to subscribe for more stories and updates.